getting ready for a 7-week program that starts on Monday. And it's a lot like the 7-week challenge that I just finished. And the idea is we're starting to bring trauma science into regular life, into dealing with everyday life and everyday stresses. Because over the last 10 to 15 years, they've really discovered that there are shortcuts. You don't have to go to therapy for years. You don't have to wait until you get so sick that you finally, until you hit bottom that you have to make changes. They've discovered that you can get a lot of the stressors off of your body and help your body heal emotionally, and your brain gets less foggy, and your immune system's able to kick back in, and you're able to heal a lot of your relationships too. And we can do it very quickly. And so that's what the 7-week program is going to be based upon. It's called Ferocious to Fantastic, an empathic woman's 7-step guide to being authentic.
Yes.
And it's a 7-step process, a 7-week process that we're going to go through. You're actually going to graduate. It's kind of a graduation when you're done. We want people to need us less by the time they're done and have these things kind of rooted in their system. So it's developing these habits. So I wanted to share and show everybody kind of how this works. Doreen's going to be a part of the program, which is super exciting. So what she's going to do is she's going to tell us a little bit about what she's going through. And when her nervous system, when there's some tension, where there's like either she feels blocked or I feel that she's blocked, we're going to pause and we're going to do something called regulating our nervous system. And what that does is it lets your body finally get the cortisol, get the stress chemicals out of your brain, out of your body, and it actually detoxes it. So people, their sweat may smell different. They may get hot or cold. They may shake as they're releasing adrenaline. They may have to pee a little bit more. Their digestion may change a little bit. When you take yourself out of the fight or flight mode, which most of us are in all the time, and you flip the switch over into being more in alignment, more everything works well together, like an orchestra or a garden. When everything works well together, then your body's finally able to heal itself. So I'm going to take you through a normal, kind of what a coaching process looks like the next 10 minutes. So anybody who's watching, I invite you to follow along. You can regulate your nervous system as Doreen regulates hers, and you will get benefit. You'll get relief. And just notice every time that you regulate, give it a number before and give it a number after to see if you changed. Because when you notice that you changed, that's kind of like a big piece, the noticing, the recognizing that something is different. So Doreen, thank you so much for being here, and thanks for being vulnerable and open with everybody about, about your healing process. I'm just really, we're all so humbled and grateful that you decided to come on and be so open.
Yes, thank you all. Thank you, Rita, very much.
So I'm just going to have you start at any point in your story about what you want to talk about today, but make sure that you let yourself not censor yourself,
right,
for the most part, so that we can actually work through things. So it's not a rote explanation. It's more of a sharing and unburdening of things that you're working with.
Yes.
So start whenever you're ready.
Yes. Thank you so much for this opportunity. This last week, I've been dealing with helping a friend, and my friend is probably in the last stages of life. And although I've been on this side many times and I've helped individuals and businesses set up structures and things, feeling the things that I'm feeling now, that I'm dealing with an individual that's deciding whether to go forward with care.
Okay, so we're going to pause.
Yes.
All right, because you could feel that too, couldn't you?
I felt it, yes.
We're going to do something called havening, everybody. And all it is you're going to stroke your arms 20 times. That's it. And you can do your hand or your face if that's easier. But I want you to Doreen, could you give kind of a number of the level of tension you've got?
Oh,
0
right
to
now
10.
probably an 8.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you're about an 8. So
Yeah.
everybody who's watching or listening, give your tension, any tension you have in your body, just a number of 0 to 10. Okay, I'll count. You ready?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you want to give it another number?
Yeah, I brought it down to about a 4.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay, so keep sharing if you would.
Yeah. So thinking about the steps that have to be taken to be a caregiver, um, it brought me anxiety and frustration during this time of COVID and having to call doctors and hospitals. It hasn't
Oh
been,
dear, let's
yeah,
pause for a second.
yes, yes,
Okay, what I'd like you to do is I want you to tap your hand
yes,
at the same speed as you feel your tension. Like if you feel like your heart's
yeah,
beating kind of faster.
yeah,
Can you raise your hands up so people can
yes.
see? There you go, good. All right, now I want you to purposely slow it down just a little bit. And then I want you to slow it down some more. And then when you're ready, I want you to stop.
Yeah.
Okay, so what happened with all these doctors and hospitals?
Oh, well, he spent like 3 days in a gurney in a hallway and then got moved into a waiting area that you go to like when you're getting a surgery. So it's not even a private room. So he's been there for about a week now.
Okay, we're going to pause and haven.
Yeah.
That's so sad. I can feel it.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Okay, is that better?
Yeah. Yeah, that was much
Yeah.
better. Yeah, I'm breaking out in a little sweat, but that's okay. It's just all coming out and releasing, which is good. So I can be a little calm and be more aware and be more authentic with my friend, letting him know that it's okay, whatever his choices are, no matter what the doctors tell him, no matter what options they give, it's up to him. And that I respect that and that I will take care of however I can, whatever I need to.
Okay, so we're going to pause because you've got some strong emotions around that. Not like super strong, but you've got an opinion.
Yeah, I
Okay,
do.
we're gonna do some TAT points. It's your
Okay.
thumb
Mm-hmm.
and your ring finger, and
Okay.
they go on the inside of your eyebrows,
Yeah.
and the 2 middle fingers just
Yeah.
sort of rest in
Yeah.
the middle,
Yeah.
and then the other hand goes right on the back
Yeah.
of your head.
Yeah.
So okay, I want you to tell me while you're kind of holding these points,
Mm-hmm.
what is the ideal thing that you would love to be able to say to your friend to help him with the passing, with the journey that he's on, this very magical, mystical journey of life?
Hmm. That it's okay to release. that when the time is right for him, it's his choice, and that it will all be okay, that he will be pain-free, and that he will be doing more work than he could ever imagine for the rest of the world, and that everything is going to be okay.
Do you feel like anything shifted? You can
Yes.
put your hands down.
Yes. Yes. I feel very the tingles and the feeling of comfort and like warm hugs and just that soft energy and being kind and loving. And I know he's afraid, scared. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And you can teach him some of these tools too
Yes.
as he gets anxious and afraid, and do them with him.
Right.
A lot of parents teach their children, and they'll tell their children, okay, let's do this together. Okay,
Yeah.
let's do this together. And once they get it sort of in their muscle memory,
Mm-hmm.
then it just becomes a natural habit.
Right. Right. And I do the tapping a lot because I do the chair tai chi. For my MS, it helps. So I do the tapping and such. It helps a lot.
Mm-hmm. So what I'd like you to do is think about one more thing that is still kind of on the top of your mind, still has a little bit of emotion around it, something you might be a little frustrated with.
Uh, hmm. Smoking cigarettes.
Okay.
I don't smoke, and I know that many people do have that habit and how it just takes their life.
Okay, so
Give
we're
them
going to
nothing.
pause. Yep, you've got a high emotion around it. You want to give it a number?
Oh, right now it's a 10. You can see it coming down my face.
Yeah, yeah. I want you to look at some things in your environment
Uh-huh.
and remember the positive memories around them. Like I'll look at a lamp and I'll
Yeah,
remember, oh yeah, I remember when I got that lamp. That was great. That's a great story. So I want you to
yeah.
tell us about 5 different things that you're looking at
Oh,
and
my
the
table.
gratitude you have.
My table right there. One night, my girlfriend and I were on the lake. Our spouses were with us, and it was about midnight. It was one of those beautiful full moons, and we were out just floating. And she had a camera that was like one of the professionals, and she was snapping away. We had no idea what these pictures would come out like. Our friend Henry the Heron, he comes and visits, and I might have showed you pictures. He comes and eats breakfast with us. Henry the Heron is in my picture of the full moon. Can I show you?
Yeah.
Yes, let
Oh
me
my
show you.
God.
Oh, yes, this is, and then I have my special table, and I'm
Uh-huh.
looking at all the special things. Like I love the sunsets here at my house.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And of course, hang on. So you asked me for 5 things. I had to go get them. They're really close. I keep them very close to
Oh,
me.
good, because we
Yeah,
love them.
they're right there because I love them. So, oh boy, I better dust it.
That's funny.
Okay, I don't know. Can you see it?
Oh, I can.
Can you
Oh, that's
see?
astounding.
That's
Yes, I
Henry
can.
the Heron. He came out in the
Oh,
picture. And then I have my peace flag and my American flag.
yes, yes.
My
I love it.
smiley face, peace, happiness, and love, because we
I love it.
spread it. And then I have a picture of my family.
Oh,
Yeah.
awesome.
That's when they were
Beautiful.
my children, they were 16 and 17. Those were the
Mm-hmm.
beautiful years. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have a very powerful amethyst piece
Mm-hmm.
protecting my husband and my son here.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. The
Oh,
amethyst is beautiful.
You know, I
Mhm.
love amethyst, and being from Arizona, I always wanted to find Arizona amethyst. We used to hike,
Uh-huh.
and that's one thing I miss is hiking and exploring.
Yeah. Yeah, I
That
bet.
brought me happiness. Yeah.
Oh. So
Mm.
tell me a little bit about smoking.
Oh, well, smoking. My two children smoke. My mother
Mhm.
smoked for 40 years. She had
How's kind of your energy around it after
yeah,
this high of gratitude?
my energy now is really weird about it. Now that I was with all my happiness, my energy, like I'm angry, but I can't do anything about it. You know, it is a choice. I try to share with everyone I know. It's an investment in your future. So what are the benefits? Like, and it's a habit that is not good, but I know life's about choices. Sadly enough, my next statement is "and we die." So that's what I use on a lot of my communications with people. And so you know, we're all going to die, but it's how you choose to live your life, the quality of life. My mother had half of a lung removed. My husband's two parents, we were caretakers for them. They had lung cancer. It went into the brain. It's not fun. My two children smoke, and it's a stupid habit. It's a social habit for them. And my friend, he didn't smoke for 14 years, and then he picked up smoking again about 8 years ago, he said. So it's just not something that I think is good for people, but I can't tell you how to live your life. It's your choice. I can only share my experiences, and I haven't seen any value in
Hmm.
smoking,
And when we communicate in that way from our heart, like you just did,
right?
people are able to hear you better.
Yeah.
Do you feel more integrated or more like heart centered
Yes,
around
yeah.
it?
Yes, I do. And I do
Good.
try to speak always from my heart and try to be, I always try the honorable to my word because that is so powerful. Words are so powerful. And
Hmm.
even with my little 5-year-old grandson, you know, he's a reminder. Nana, Nana, you know, Papa, come see this. And, you know, so he's my reminder that every day to live my life like a child, but I have to be honorable to my word always, you know.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
yeah,
I love it.
I do
Well,
too.
I hope everybody got a lot of benefit out of our live stream. I'm super humbled that you would let yourself come on and share so that other women can understand that that healing from things or changing or getting reconnected to yourself or healing your body or tapping into your intuition, it doesn't have to be a long drawn out horrible never ending process. There's a lot of ways to soften the edges, to speed things up, to make it easier on yourself, to help your body heal. And it doesn't have to be uh, just repeating the same patterns of how you react to things over and over. We can actually kind of stop that. And that's what we were doing in today's call.
Yes, thank you, Rita, so much for helping
Yes.
me today. I love you.
Oh, I hope you feel better. Kind of what's the comparison from when you got on to sort of now?
Oh my goodness, I'm at a 12. I'm like, just like right now, I'm like so energized. I
Hmm.
know that I have to make, like, while I was having this, yes, I have calls to return, but I feel calm. I feel
Hmm.
comfortable, and I feel love. So I'm going to be able to give him more love. So,
Yes, that's the whole thing. We just kind of keep sharing all this love around.
yes,
Awesome.
get going.
So
Keep,
Doreen's going to be in our 7 week program, Ferocious to Fantastic, and it starts on Monday. And if you're interested, follow the link up above in the copy, and we would love to have you join us because it's a very transformative kind of experience where you actually graduate. You
yes,
don't you don't you don't you don't have to stick around. We're not trying to keep you for forever. We're trying to get these things installed so that you can take whatever right next step you need to take.
yes.
Okay, thanks, Doreen.
Thank you, Rita. Bye, girls.
Bye, everybody.